Hey guys, this is Amit and you're watching Tech Dad. In this video, we are going to compare between Note 9 Pro 5G versus Realme X7 Pro. And we will discuss which one is better in camera, performance, display, body of the devices, feature, communication chips, and about the prices. And in the end of the video, I will tell you which one is better according to me. So watch this video till the end. So without wasting any time, let's start the video. Let the comparison start with the camera of the devices, starting with the rear camera of the devices. Note 9 Pro 5G have quad camera setup, 108 megapixel of wide camera, 8 megapixel of ultra wide camera, 2 megapixel of macro camera and 2 megapixel of depth sensor. Whereas X7 Pro have quad camera setup, 64 megapixel of wide camera, 8 megapixel of ultra wide camera, 2 megapixel of macro camera and 2 megapixel of depth sensor. So the winner here is Note 9 Pro 5G because of quad camera setup, which have 108 megapixel of wide camera. And about the selfie camera of the devices, Note 9 Pro 5G have 16 megapixel of wide camera, whereas X7 Pro 5G have 32 megapixel of wide camera. So the winner here is X7 Pro because it can take great photos due to larger megapixel. Let's talk about the camera features of the devices. Note 9 Pro 5G have dual tone dual LED flash with HDR and panorama, whereas X7 Pro have LED flash with HDR and panorama. So the winner here is Note 9 Pro 5G because of dual tone dual LED flash. And about the video recording options in the devices, Note 9 Pro 5G can shoot 4K video max at 30 fps with Full HD video max at 60 fps with gyro electronic stabilization. In other hand, X7 Pro can shoot 4K video max at 60 fps Full HD video at 120 fps with gyro electronic stabilization. So without a doubt, the winner here is X7 Pro because of high frame rate. Moving to the performance of the devices, let's start with the operating system of the devices. Both of the devices comes with Android 10 support, so it's a tie here. And about the user interface of the devices, Note 9 Pro 5G have MIUI and X7 Pro have Realme UI, so I will call it a tie here because it's up to you which UI you like it or not, it's up to you. Let's talk about the processor of the devices. Note 9 Pro 5G is powered by Snapdragon 750G and X7 Pro have MediaTek Dimensity 1000+. So clearly the winner here is X7 Pro 5G because it can give you much more better performance. And about the GPU of the devices, Note 9 Pro 5G comes with Adreno 620 GPU, whereas X7 Pro have Mali G77. So again, the winner here is X7 Pro because it can give you much more FPS in games. Let's talk about the clock speed of the devices. Note 9 Pro 5G can clock at 2.2 GHz based on octa-core Creo chipset, whereas X7 Pro can clock at 2.6 GHz based on Cortex chipset. So the winner here is X7 Pro because of higher clock speed. And about the RAM variants in the devices, both of the devices have 6 and 8 GB of RAM options, so it's a tie here. Let's talk about the internal storage of the devices. Both of the devices have two storage options, 128 and 256 GB, but the winner here is Note 9 Pro 5G because it have more read and write speed. And about the external storage of the devices, Note 9 Pro 5G have shared external card slot option, whereas X7 Pro did not have. So the winner here is Note 9 Pro 5G. Moving to the display of the devices, let's talk about the screen size of the devices. Note 9 Pro 5G have 6.67 inches of display, whereas X7 Pro have 6.55 inches of display. So the winner here is Note 9 Pro 5G because of larger display size. And about the screen to body ratio of the devices, Note 9 Pro 5G have 84.6%, whereas X7 Pro 5G have 85.8%. So I will call it a tie here because both of the devices have approximately the same ratio. Let's talk about the screen resolution of the devices. Both of the devices have Full HD Plus display, so it's a tie here. And about the display type of the devices, Note 9 Pro 5G have IPS LCD having 120Hz of refresh rate with HDR10 support, and X7 Pro have Super AMOLED display with 120Hz of refresh rate. So the winner here is X7 Pro 5G because Super AMOLED can give much more vibrant colors. Moving to the body features of the devices, let's talk about the thickness of the devices. Note 9 Pro 5G have 9 mm of thickness and X7 Pro 5G have 8.5 mm of thickness. So the winner here is X7 Pro because of slightly slimmer body. Talking about the weight of the devices, Note 9 Pro 5G have 215 grams of weight, whereas X7 Pro have 184 grams of weight. So the winner here is X7 Pro because of lighter weight. And about the protective glass of the devices, both of the devices have Gorilla Glass 5, so it's a tie here. Let's talk about the build quality of the devices. Note 9 Pro 5G have glass back with plastic frame and X7 Pro have plastic back with plastic frame. So the winner here is Note 9 Pro 5G because of solid build quality. And about the SIM options in the devices, Both of the devices have dual nano SIM support, so it's a tie here. Moving to some of the most important features in the devices, starting with the fingerprint scanner of the devices. Note 9 5G have side mounted fingerprint scanner, whereas X7 Pro have under display fingerprint scanner. So the winner here is X7 Pro because of under display fingerprint scanner. And about the sensors in the devices, both of the devices have accelerometer, gyroscope, proximity sensor and compass. So it's a tie here. Let's talk about the battery capacity of the devices. Note 9 Pro 5G have 4820 mAh of battery, whereas X7 Pro have 4500 mAh of battery. So the winner here is Note 9 Pro 5G because of bigger battery capacity. And about the charging speed of the devices, Note 9 Pro 5G have 33 watts of fast charging and X7 Pro have 65 watts of fast charging. So obviously the winner here is X7 Pro because 65 watts of fast charging can charge up your device faster. Let's talk about the loudspeaker of the devices. Both of the devices have stereo speakers, so it's a tie here. And about the headphone jack of the devices, Note 9 Pro 5G have 3.5 mm of headphone jack, whereas X7 Pro did not have any. So the winner here is Note 9 Pro 5G. Moving to the communication chips of the devices, starting with the WLAN of the devices. Both of the devices have Wi-Fi AC, dual band Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi direct and hotspot. But X7 Pro 5G have 6th generation of Wi-Fi. So the winner here is X7 Pro 5G. And about the Bluetooth of the devices, both of the devices have 5.1 generation of Bluetooth. So it's a tie here. Let's talk about the GPS chips in the devices. Both of the devices have a GPS, GLONASS and BDS and more other positioning chips. So it's a tie here. And about the USB connectivity of the device. Both of the devices have second gen of Type-C connector, so it's a tie here. Moving to the prices of the devices. In the international market, Note 9 Pro 5G is available from $330, whereas X7 Pro is available from $300. In the Indian market, Note 9 Pro is available from 18,000 rupees, whereas X7 Pro is available from 23,000 rupees. So the conclusion of the video is, in the camera, the winner is Note 9 Pro 5G. In the performance is X7 Pro 5G. In the display, it's a tie here. In the body segment, the winner is X7 Pro 5G. In the features of the devices, the winner is X7 Pro. In the communication chips, it's X7 Pro. And about the prices, it's a tie. So the decision is totally yours, which device you like the most so far, and let me know in the comment below what do you think, which one is better device for you. So thank you guys for watching this video. If you like our content, please like our video, share this video and subscribe to our channel, and comment what's your thought in the comment below. If you're watching this video on Facebook, please like our page TechDad. If you want to follow me on Instagram, here's my ID on the screen. This is Amit and I will see you guys in the next one. Till then, bye.